stop, and freeze. How did you get to this moment right here, right now? At Park Avenue United Methodist Church on 86th Street in New York City, at a service that we call Space for Grace, sitting in whatever pew you're sitting in, thinking about whatever you're thinking about, looking how you look, working where you work, living where you live, being with the person that you're with or not. It's a combination of things that brought you to where you are and who you are at this moment. It's a combination of things. One, it's biological. It has to do with your genetics and who your parents are and your ancestors. Two, it's circumstantial. Part of it has to do with the people who have been in your life, how they raised you, how they impacted you, the different events that have happened in your life, both good and bad. Those have affected how you got to this place. And third, it's self-created. Part of it has to do with the choices you make. We all play a vital role in how our lives turn out. And that's what I want to talk about a little bit tonight. Now, first of all, not everything is self-created in our lives. There are people that say that. Some of the more new age spirituality, like the law of attraction, people that follow that stuff to the T, really believe that you bring into your life everything that happens to you. And I wouldn't go so far as to say that. Because I don't think people who get cancer, for example, chose to get cancer. Now, it is true, however, that things that people choose to do can lead to cancer later in life. And I don't think, for example, a woman chooses to marry an abusive partner. But it is true that some men can show signs of being abusive in courtship, and a woman might choose not to see those signs. We don't have control over every aspect of our lives, but that's all the more reason that we should exercise control over that which we do have power. And that's what tonight is about. There's a simple way to do this. Some people call it mindfulness. Some call it presence. Some call it awareness. Some call it the power of now, which is a great book, by the way, if you haven't read it. Call it what you will. The important thing is it works. And if we learn to use this spiritual principle, we can have lives more to our choosing. One of the simplest definitions of this idea that I have heard is simply paying attention to the present moment, or being fully in the here and now. It's important to be in each moment because moments are the building blocks of life. Just like DNA is the building blocks of your genetic code and then how you look and your body, moments are the building blocks of what creates a lifetime. So the present moment creates your future moments. And when I asked you that question, how did you get here today? Your past moments got you to this place. So I'm going to take a very simple example to start with, but it extends into very complex areas of life. So let's take the example of how much a person weighs. If in the present moment you choose to, let's say, eat, what did I eat the other day? I had Ben & Jerry's in a waffle cone coated in chocolate. And oh man, it was delicious. But I have a feeling, I don't have a feeling, I know that if I choose to do that every day, I will weigh more than I weigh now. I know that. However, if I balance it out by doing it maybe once a month, and then I work out and eat pretty healthy the rest of the time, then I have a better chance of being my ideal weight. Now, this example goes into more complex things, let's say like human relationships. If in the present moment, I choose to tell, let's just say, my brother, how I disagree with the way he is handling a situation, and I know that my brother gets mad every time I try and tell him how to do something, then the chances are, if I do that, we're going to get in a fight. But if in the present moment I say, you know what, I don't want to fight with my brother. I don't really care how he does it. It's not worth just saying what I think and feel because I don't want to create an argument. Then I can choose not to say it. And the outcome will be different, literally. And this goes into all facets of our lives, from how much we weigh to how we get along with other people to how our career will develop. It may even impact the day that you die. All of our power lies in the present moment. Just like a tree that is good bears good fruit, and a tree that is bad bears bad fruit, so too does a person with presence live a life of his or her own making. What you are is what comes forth. Christians often talk about being wise stewards. We say we should be wise stewards of the earth's resources. We say we should be wise stewards of financial resources, both personal and the church's. We say we should be wise stewards of how we spend our time. Well, tonight I'd like to say that we should be wise stewards of how we live our moments. And how do we do this? It's as simple and as difficult as it can possibly be. Because we do it by staying awake in the present moment to what is. And anyone who's ever tried it for any length of time knows it can be really hard. So we're going to do that in a few seconds. In the meditation that follows, it's a very beginner meditation, friendly. So we will first pay attention to our breathing, because breathing is the entry point to the present moment. Your breath is always with you. It lands you right here, right now, in your body. It makes you aware. And then after that, we're going to pay a little bit of attention to our minds, to what we're thinking, what's going on in our head. And then after that, we're just going to put on some music and a slideshow and allow you to sort of settle into the present moment in whatever way feels most comfortable for you. And as you learn to do this, first you have to practice, but then it becomes natural. You become really good at being fully awake in the present moment, and it will help you to have power in your life and to create the existence that you want. So, I invite you to sit up straight with your feet flat on the floor. And close your eyes. Do not pursue the past. Do not lose yourself in the future. The past no longer is, and the future has not yet come. Looking deeply at life as it is, in the very here and now, we touch the source of life itself. We come near to God. Breathing in, I know that I am here. Breathing out, I know that it is now. Breathing in, I feel the flow of air entering my body. Breathing out, I feel the flow of air leaving my body. Breathing in, I feel myself sitting up straight. Breathing out, I release all tension and anxiety. And now just continue to follow your breath for a few minutes in the silence. and just let your mind be calm. Let us turn our attention now to our thoughts and our feelings. Be present as the watcher of your mind, because whenever you are able to observe your mind, you are no longer trapped in it. You are the witnessing presence, established in the here and now. In the coming silence, just listen to your internal voice. Watch your mind as though it were a video. Don't get caught up in the stream of thoughts, but watch the stream of thoughts go by. Breathing in, I see my thoughts. Breathing out, I feel my emotions. Breathing in, I know where I am. Breathing out, I am happy to be here. Breathing in, I relax into the present moment. Breathing out, I open myself to life.